Hello, on this episode of Military History, we're going to talk about military history of Canada. Okay, the military history of Canada composed mainly of armed actions in the territory encompassed modern Canada and the role of Canadian military in the conflicts and peacekeeping. Worldwide, for thousands of years, the area that would become Canada was the site of subordinate interrupt wars among First Nation people. Beginning in the 16th century, the arrival of Europeans led to conflicts with Aboriginal peoples among the invading Europeans in the New World. Starting in the 17th century, the region was the site of conflict between the French and the British for more than a century, as each allied with various First Nation groups. In 1763, the British emerged victoriously, and in the French civilization, whom the British hoped to assimilate were declared British subjects. New challenges soon rose within the northern colonists. Chose not to join the American Revolution and remain loyal to the British crown. The victories Americans looked to extend the Republic and launch invasion in 1775 and 1812. On both occasions, Americans were rebuffed by British and local forces. However, this threat would remain well into the 19th century, and probably in Canada Confederately in 1867. After the Confederate and aimed much controversy, a full-fledged Canadian military was created. Canada, however, remained a British colony, and Canada forces would join their British counterparts in the Second War and the First World War. While independence followed the Statute of Westminster, Canada's links to Britain remained strong, and the British once again joined Canadian support in the Second World War. Since the Second World War, however, Canada has been committed to mobilize them and has gone to war only within large militant cultures such as Korean War, the Gulf War, Conservation War, and the 2001 invasion of Afghanistan. Canada has also played an important role in UN peacekeeping operations worldwide and has committed more troops than any other country. As the 2006 Canadian had the second highest peacekeeping feature in the world, behind India. Operation Worldwide has committed more troops. Did that. European colonized First Nations. The first conflict between Europe and Native peoples had occurred around 1006, when partly of Norsemen attempted to establish permanent settlement along the coast of Newfoundland. According to the north side, and the native bulwark responded so friendly that the newcomers eventually withdrew and gave up their originally intent to settle. Among later European settlers, the First Nation developed a reputation for violence and starvation. The natives gave no heed to the idea of surrender or intended to torture and kill those who did so. Prior to the arrival of Europeans, some First Nations warfare tended to be formal and reckless, entail relative few casualties, but there is also evidence of much more violence. Warfare, even the complete governance of some groups by others, such as total displacement of the district culture of Newfoundland by both work mentioned above, as well as by the intel in the other regions. This is no evidence of unique and cultural content, so the desert are presumed to have similar been wiped out. Just prior to French settlement in the St. Louis River Valley, the local Iroquois people were completely acquainted, probably in warfare with their neighbors. Study of whether any of these people, who had several large towns alongside the St. Louis River, survived the 16th century is inconclusive. After Europeans arrived, fighting tended to be bloody and more Well, that's it for the history of military history of Canada. Please come again and check out my other videos on the future. Thank you and have a good day. And always subscribe, comment, and like at your will.